Today, Stories of InfiniteFaith.com brings to you the story of Bhagwan Shiv. It's the story of a devotee of Baijnath Temple, which is located in Kangra, Himachal Pradesh, India. And it's the temple dedicated to Bhagwan Shiv. So it so happened way back in 1879 when a person named Lieutenant Colonel Martin was heading the battalion of British Indian Army at Agarmala, Central India. So they were fighting an intense battle against the Afghans who had attacked the British Indian Army. And they were very intense. They just refused to bow down despite many attempts of the British Indian Army. And Lieutenant Colonel was actually heading the battalion at the frontier, and he would now and then send letters to his wife to let her know about his well-being and to be in touch. As the months passed, the battle grew very intense, and he just stopped sending letters. Now, Afghans were really tough people. They were giving British Indian Army a very tough time. And slowly, like mentioned before, the letters stopped coming in to Mrs. Martin. Well, a worried wife is a worried wife, and she could not do anything though. Like, the only thing that she would do in the evenings was she would ride a horse near her, house and try to keep busy. So one day she was riding her horse, and she found a temple, and there were like sound of conch and mantras, beautiful chanting going on, and she was really intrigued and drawn towards the temple. At the time, the priest, the Pandit of the temple, was performing an arti, a beautiful fire ritual that takes place early in the morning and in the evenings in the temples. She went there and broke down crying, and the priests asked her as to what was wrong. So she mentioned that how her husband was at the frontier, and she had not heard from him at all, and she was really worried. Well, a wife is a wife regardless of what race they are. The priest took like pity on her, and he told her that she should pray to Lord Vishnu, and he told her about a mantra that she should chant so as to please Lord Shiva. Now, she ardently followed the advice, and she chanted the mantra for whole days, for about 11 days. On the 11th day, lo behold, she received the letter from her husband, which updated how he was fine and how they had won the battle. And it was strange how a very tall man who was 9 feet tall, and he was wearing a tiger skin, holding a trident, a trishul, and he came down and he just stood in front of the Afghan army battalion, and they were like, because he looked really weird because he was smeared in ashes, and Afghans were not familiar with this kind of a person, and such a tall guy. They got scared and they ran away. They thought it was some kind of monster. They just got scared and ran away. Well, that tall guy was a yogi, none other than Lord Shiva. And before going, he told Colonel Martin that he was really pleased by the devotion and prayers of Mrs. Martin, and uh, that's why he had come to help. And then he goes away. And as Lieutenant Colonel Martin returns to his place in Kangra, he makes sure that the Baijnath Temple is renovated in the best possible manner, and that he started worshipping Lord Shiva. And after a couple of years, the couple returned to England, carrying with them Lord Shiva in the heart, and it was quite a journey for them. And Lord Shiva definitely protects his devotees, and he's the Lord of Lords. He's called Mahadev, and he is amazing.